For people who don't know your story, why are you fighting for justice for victims of crime? And what brought you into this?
July 31st, 2021, I was nearly killed by my ex-partner in Toronto and Leaside. And despite having photos, videos of evidence of him beating me and the SWAT team being at my house, he was out on bail the next day for $500, and all 8 of his charges were stayed under Jordan's rule, which is a timeline, charter right timeline issue. And I've never actually had a criminal trial for my attempted murder.
Never.
I've never been to court.
And so the Jordan's rule is, for those who don't know, it's when too much time has gone by without the trial following the alleged offense. And so they just stay the charges altogether.
Yes, and it's happening at an immense rate.
Mm-hmm. And the reason for that, I mean, obviously we believe in quick trials because both the victim and the accused deserve to have justice. But the reason why it takes so long to have a trial is because we have so many repeat offenders clogging up the system. They get out and they reoffend again and again and again, and then they go back into the system and they chew up court time, and we don't have enough judges. Therefore, ironically, the worst offenders avoid trial altogether.
Absolutely. And I would consider my ex to be one of the worst offenders. Mm-hmm. And we're dealing with a situation in Toronto again and King West with a registered sex offender who has been arrested again in August with additional charges, and guess where he is? He's out on bail.
Out on liberal bail.
No consequences, and we need to understand abusers and how their minds work. Mm-hmm. The recidivism rate of these people committing these offenses is so high. They don't stop, and when there's no punishment and no accountability, they're never going to get better.
Right.
And that's what we see. Canada has become increasingly unsafe, and I think everybody is pretty much aware of it. But unfortunately, we've lost so many lives because of the poor policies in this country. And that's something that cannot be replaced, no matter what we do. So we have to change it to prevent it.
Absolutely. And you deserve to feel safe. Your aggressor should have been locked up, behind bars, unable to redo these terrible crimes and threaten people. The problems are Liberal Law C-5, which brings house arrest for some of the most serious offenses, C-75, which is what created liberal bail, and C-83, which allows serious offenders like Paul Bernardo to go out of max pen into medium security where they have all kinds of freedom. So my plan is to repeal all of these liberal laws, bring in 3 strikes, you're out, 3 serious offenses. The person is no longer eligible for bail, parole, probation, or house arrest. It'll be jail, not bail. They'll have a minimum 10-year sentence, and after that 10 years, they will only be eligible for what I call earned release. So in other words, impeccable behavior with clean drug tests for 10 years is what it takes to get out after 10 years. Those who don't earn it will stay in for as long as life. That's how I think we need. Do you think that would address some of the problems you're seeing?
It would help so many people.
Right.
The community is so affected by these issues. Intimate partner violence and sexual assault are not private matters. It does not happen behind closed doors. It impedes on families. It impedes on every single ministry, the education system, the hospital system. It costs the country and the provinces billions of dollars to manage it. And if we managed it better, that cost would come down. So it's ultimately about saving lives and finally having some accountability so that we can live safely in Canada.
Not to mention the hell that we're subjecting mostly women to by forcing them to live with abusers that they're understandably afraid to leave because of the danger to them. You know, for most of us, when we get home, we put the key in the door, we open the door, and it's the most peaceful moment. It's like, thank God, that day is behind me. I can relax and enjoy myself. But for a lot of women, when they get home, they put the key in the door, it's the beginning of a living hell, of every minute not knowing when that guy is going to lose his cool and pull out a knife or do some other horrific thing, living and sleeping in fear. And that should not be the case. We owe it to those women and to all people to lock up those criminals and keep people safe. What do you think, Michelle?
I think you're absolutely right. And I think the key point the one person you missed in that is those kids.
Right.
And a kid not living in a safe home goes on most likely to repeat that violence. And this is not just intervention of helping, victims, but it's the kids that are going to see this. You said something really profound once, and it really resonated with me. You should go into prison and come out better. You shouldn't go into prison and come out worse. So 2 things are wrong right now. Number 1, you're not even going to prison,
Right.
right? $500, that's the cost of a life in Canada.
$500 for bail.
Right,
Get out.
that's Bailey McCourt's family.
Insane.
That's she should be alive.
Yeah.
She should be alive. And luckily Kate
And she
is,
was killed 3 hours after her husband was released on early bail. And that one was even worse because it wasn't just bail after he was charged. It was bail right after he was convicted.
Correct.
So that he was awaiting sentencing. They let him out on bail. 3 hours later, the convict went out and killed his wife. She should be alive today. He should have been in jail all along.
there's nothing that should unite us more than this, than the
Yeah.
protection of children and women. And
Yeah.
when society fails women and children, you've completely fallen. You've
Absolutely.
completely fallen. And, thank God Kate's alive to tell this story so that, I call it the stop sign effect, right? The stop sign is there because somebody ran through that stop sign and somebody died. So let's put up the damn stop sign and make sure that these people who are killing women and children,
We stop it.
we stop
And
it.
stop them.
Stop it.
It has to stop. I'm alive because I left this country.
Right.
That's
you had to
pro-
have to leave your country.
I left Canada, and that is why I'm alive. He probably would have killed me, and I'm very fortunate to be able to do that. But I know that my ex has hurt another woman after me and not been held accountable. The woman before me and not been held accountable. His son not been held accountable. He has no consequences because there are no consequences in this country. And I told the Crown attorneys, I said, when he kills someone, the blood is on your hands.
Absolutely.
And I hate it, and I want to feel safe here again. I want
You
everyone to
should.
feel safe.
You should never have to leave your own country to feel safe. Canada's a place people come to be safe. The fact that you had to leave your own country because of this monster who should have been locked up is outrageous. But we're going to make this a safe refuge for everyone. And it's all because of the courage that you've shown in fighting for other people and their safety. So keep marching on. We're with you all the way, Kate.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thanks.